Let's be honest, recovery after the storm is proving difficult for so many in our area. But right now, there's some relief after the storm. Catholic Charities is holding a mass distribution event right now at its headquarters on the 2900 block of Louisiana Street. And Katira Winfrey is there live to show us exactly what they're offering. Katira, are people already showing up?
Absolutely, people are already showing up. This event was actually supposed to start at 9 o'clock, but because the line was so long, it kicked off around 8 o'clock. I'm going to step out of the way and show you just how many people are here. Folks are loading things into cars. Right here, you can see they're distributing food. A little bit down the street there, you can see household cleaning items, disaster buckets, diapers, and even old billboards that are now able to be used as tarps if you have storm damage. But you can see here they are loading up items into these cars for families who have been impacted by Beryl. As you can imagine, this is a similar situation playing out across our city as families are trying to cope. Now, right now we are told about 250 people have already shown up, but they expect to be able to help about 500 families by the time this is all said and done. And at this pace, it looks like things will probably get cleared out of here before the initial time of trying to get this thing done at 12, since they started an hour early. So many families, a lot of people have driven up in cars, but there are some people who are in the neighborhood or just walking up with their buggies with them, trying to get some support as they deal with Beryl's aftermath. Of course, we've been following the scenario across our city and just seeing just how devastated some families are who don't have power, who don't have food. And while this is just a drop in the bucket for some people, this is a serious benefit for the folks who are coming here who may not have anything at their disposal. So again, they're hoping to serve about 500 families here at Catholic Charities. Right now, the line is long, traffic is wrapped around the building, and they're trying to help as many people as they can. But of course, we'll stay out here and try to talk to some people to see how they feel about getting some relief despite the storm. Trayson.
Wow, I mean, Katira, if anyone was wondering if people are having a difficult time recovering after the storm, I mean, that line says it all. So thank you so much for reporting on that, and thank you so much for what that organization is doing. All right. Now, there are numbers now in a number of other distribution events happening around our area today.
Thank you.
There's a drive-through event happening right now at the Crosby Community Center. Anyone that lives in Precinct 3 is welcome. No registration required. Now, there will be bagged ice, water, and non-perishables while supplies last. In Precinct 4, there are 2 events happening right now. One at the Radix Community Center on Clay Road and the other at the Bayland Community Center on Bissonnette. They both end at 10 this morning. Now to tragic news in the aftermath of Beryl. The Harris County Medical Examiner confirms 3 people have died from heat-related deaths as a direct result of power outages. Here's Matt Doherty.
As the power outages have continued and the temperature has risen, so have the number of deaths from hyperthermia. These are the 3 that have been confirmed so far. 78-year-old Oscar Rodriguez from North Houston, 50-year-old Candy York from Channelview, and 76-year-old Charles Richard Anderson from Pasadena. The medical examiner says Charles Anderson died at this mobile home in Pasadena on Wednesday from hyperthermia. The ME report states it was caused by heat exposure due to a loss of electricity during and after Hurricane Beryl. In Channelview, the medical examiner says the 50-year-old woman who lives here also died by accident, hyperthermia from environmental heat exposure due to power loss after the hurricane. Then in North Houston on Wednesday, the medical examiner says 78-year-old Oscar Rodriguez also died from hyperthermia following the loss of power at his home after the hurricane. We spoke with his family a few hours ago. His son tells me his father was staying in his bedroom and said he was thirsty in the afternoon. His son says he brought his dad some Diet Coke, then went to check on him again around dinner time. That's when he knew something was wrong. His son says his dad was able to care for himself, but the power had been off for days. He says he received a notification from CenterPoint telling him the power had been restored, but it had not.
Such a tragic story there. Matt Doherty reporting there. Meanwhile, CenterPoint has updated its power outage map with color-coded dates showing when you can expect to get power back. The dates range from today through July 19th. Some areas are marked date pending review, and the rest show areas that are already energized. Now, we understand that many of you are frustrated that the map says your neighborhood is energized, but you still don't have power. CenterPoint tells us that means that you're part of what's called a nested outage. Now, here's what you need to do if you're in that group. First, contact CenterPoint or your electrical company and notify them. Sometimes they don't know that you're still without power, and we'll come out to check the damage. Now, it could also be caused by a damaged transformer or fuse line, or even a tree on your service line that runs to your home. You could also call an electrician to come out and replace or repair the problem.